Okay, the second group is the Children's Spot of St. Luke's Hospital.
Do you want me to take that? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. We have
How you doing? I'd like to know what's on your mind.
now you're awake. This is Children's Spot.
Got it cranked.
Greg was having a great time in his office, wasn't he?
Technology is my forte.
This is Jeanette Worthington, the director, Diane Larson, the developmental coordinator, and Dick Hall, the board president. We'll ask that keep this close to your mouth when you do talk. There you go. Let me get that music off. Okay.
Thank you. I want to first of all say how pleased we are to be here tonight, that we were selected among this group. We're among a nice group of people in Kansas City, all who do good work for people in our community. I wanted to just mention the video that's playing while we're talking. These are all children who are either current or past patients at the Children's Spot. They are little ones who have been in our program for a while, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about their successes and why they are needing our program and how you can help. Tonight I'm pleased to introduce Dick Hall. He's president of our advisory board. He's going to tell you a little bit about us, our program, and then Jeanette will follow after that. Thank you.
Hi, and again, thanks for giving us the opportunity to make a presentation to you tonight. I'm Dick Hall, and again, the board president of the Children's Spot. The Children's Spot stands for Speech, Physical, and Occupational Therapy, and a wide range of programs are provided for children from infants to up to school age children. To personalize it a bit, my son became involved with the Children's Spot when he was about 2 years old. He recognized that he was having a problem with his speech, and that he kind of peaked out at having only about 5 or 6 words to communicate with. Started to become very frustrated, and a lot of people had encouraged us to wait, and that developmentally a young boy is going to develop slower than his sister had, and so forth. But we sought out some other people who had used services at the Spot, got an evaluation, and at 2 years and 2 months he went into the developmental preschool program. There he did intensive speech therapy, and for a total of 16 months until he came out of the program with a great result of just having incredible diction, and also being able to, some of the occupational therapy programs that we saw, can hold his pencil the correct way, these minor things that can hold a child back. Other kids in the program included Down syndrome kids, all types of kids in the autism spectrum, and those kids also were getting treatment at the very same time. Again, the incredible programs that the Children's Spot provided included increasing his self-confidence. Every child there is treated as a special person, and the results were incredible. His frustration of not being able to speak was cured, and it was a great thing. And just to personalize it, I'm involved with the board for one simple reason, that really the Children's Spot changed my son's life. And in turn, it changed my whole life and our family's whole life. So I'm going to turn it over to Jeanette to talk further about the program. So Jeanette Worthington, the director of the Children's Spot.
Well, I want to tell you about my first memory of the Children's Spot nearly 25 years ago. I had worked several other jobs and came to the Spot interviewing as a speech-language pathologist for a part-time temporary position. And I walked in and was able to watch some treatment through the observation windows of what was then our old building, and I knew I wanted to stay. And now, nearly 25 years later, as director of the program, I feel just incredibly blessed to work with a team of therapists that combined, we offer about 160 years of experience to our families. During the time I've been there, we've seen lots of changes. Some positive changes. Early intervention is now recognized as an important thing for children. When I started, there was sort of a wait-and-see approach. Now we all believe in early intervention. I've seen huge advances with saving the lives of premature infants, but then it's up to us to help those babies develop. Much better therapeutic equipment and education. But on the downside, many more children now diagnosed with autism. Cutbacks with insurance. Many times developmental delays aren't covered. And as right now, we've gone through periods of ups and downs and have seen budget cuts, staffing cuts. But through all that, our staff has weathered it and continued to offer very high quality therapy to children and their families. Over the years, it's been my honor, my privilege to see kids take their first steps, to say their first words. As Dick said, learn to hold a crayon. I've even seen children learn to eat their first bites of food. While we watch those things happen with the kids, we also get to see the grief of some of our parents turn to joy as they watch their kids progress. And I personally have witnessed many times the relief parents feel when I'm able to tell them we have scholarship assistance available, because were it not for that, they couldn't come to our program. There's hundreds of stories I could tell you, but let me just tell you about one child we're serving currently who benefits from our skilled therapists, but also needs financial assistance. His name is Owen, and he's been in some of these pictures. He's a 25-month-old little boy with Down syndrome. Owen was born also about a month early, born at St. Luke's, and so we began tracking Owen through our developmental clinic. It's a clinic we try to provide so that we can stay one step ahead of things and offer parents things to do at home while they're still very young. At that first visit, I remember his mother talking to us about Owen being able to take 3 ounces of formula, but it would take an hour to finish that. And he would cough after he was done eating. We began to realize he needed a swallow study. So off to Children's Mercy, swallow study revealed he indeed was choking and needed very specialized help to, not just anyone could feed him. Parents had to be trained, or he needed to be fed at that time when we started only thickened liquids, and they had to be chilled so that he was very aware when it was time to swallow. Now, a year later, after we've been working with Owen, he can drink regular liquids. They still need to be chilled, but he is drinking regular liquids and beginning to eat some dry, easily dissolvable foods. We think one day he'll eat normally. Still have the cough. So again, he needs very specialized people helping him. In the last year, we've also seen him sign, begin to say first words, crawl, and now even taking first steps. He loves coming to our preschool because he also has friends there. Owen could not go to a regular daycare. In fact, his mom needs to stay home, and this often happens. One parent has to give up a job. But Owen needs us. I don't know where else he would go in the city. He needs our skilled therapists, but he needs financial help. And so we believe we are making a difference in Owen's life, and if the community will help us, we can continue to help children like Owen. We feel we're making an impact, and hope that you will consider us worthy so that we can continue to help children like Owen. Thank you. We're very honored to have been a finalist.
Time for a question?
Uh-huh.
How would you use Impact Casey's money?
Her question was how we would use the money if granted. It would be to provide financial assistance to some children who, like Owen, don't have insurance coverage or families are unable to pay.
How many children?
How many children would benefit? We could probably split the money between 4 children. It is expensive, and it's long-term. We try to disperse about $125,000 to $150,000 a year.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.